Hi guys, it's Naomi. Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to dive into what editing slash thumbnail apps that every small YouTuber needs to know. So if you're like me, I'm personally like a small YouTuber and I'm always looking at other people's thumbnails or editing apps or Instagram stories or whatever. I'm like, how are they making those? Like, how are they creating those? Or how are they doing blah, blah, blah? And after a lot of research and figuring out a few things, and even from other YouTubers who have videos like this, who tell their viewers about these type of resources, I have a few thumbnail editing apps that I feel like would really help you guys up your game and just have more fun with creating content. So without further ado, we're gonna get into today's video. Comment down below any questions you have or any videos you would want me to do that maybe I don't go too much in detail on specific things that you were looking for. I'm always open to any ideas, but without further ado, let's get in the video. So we're going to be going to my handy dandy YouTube folder on my phone. You may have seen this on What's on My iPhone 11 video. I'm not sure if it'll be uploaded by this time. I don't know, we'll figure all that out. But I did kind of go through a little bit of this. But we're just going to go deep into literally how you create your thumbnails or editing pictures or thumbnails in general. So I do have Canva. That's what I was using in the beginning. Now, I'm not sure if I would really recommend using this most of the time, but there are a lot of options if you definitely want to check it out if you've never heard of Canva. They have a lot of different options like Instagram stories, logos, banners, flyers, all that type of stuff. And they do have a pretty good amount of templates. It's just if you have a specific look or brand to your content, it might be hard to find exactly what you want without creating it. But these are like a few options for Canva. But that's what I used to use in the beginning. But the app that has literally saved my life in thumbnails when I first started is Fonto. Shout out to Miss Katie who told me about this thumbnail with her video on, I believe it was called How I Create My Thumbnails. But Fonto is such an amazing resource. It seems a little bit scary in the beginning, like how do I work this? But it's really simple. So let's say first, you have a photo, you've taken your thumbnail photo. So when you're in Fonto and you find the picture you want to use, let's say we'll use this one. This was Chit Chat With Me video. So you could use some of these filters. I normally don't, I just keep it like it is. And you just click it done. And when it's like that, it's literally the exact size you need for uploading your video. So all you do is you click on the picture, you click add text. Let's just say thumbnail. So you put it in and that's the font you have. So there's text, font style, all those type of options. We're gonna click on font and there's literally a ton of fonts available, but you could also upload fonts, dafont.com, dafont.com. And so if you don't like a lot of these fonts, then you could find your own, you could download it, and then you could add it to Fonto. Let's just say I do Arial. Then there's size. So size here, as you can see, you just move it around to do how big you want it to be. So let's say I want it that big. And you want to change the color, right? So we're gonna go to style, and you can click any color you want. Let's say I want pink. And you could change it up as much as you want with like the red, green, and blue. Let's do that. And then stroke. Stroke is kind of making an outline over your font or your letters. I normally don't do this too often, but you could change it up and do whatever you want. Or background, but I don't know. I normally don't do background. So there's alpha, which is pretty much how much you want. And then width is how big you want. So I guess you could do that. But my most favorite option that I normally do is, so when you click on style, you could also, this is the color option, but you could also click on style right there. And this is my favorite part, which I normally do, is let's say you go to alpha and you bring it all the way up. Normally there's a little bit of blur and the alpha part is a little bit not too seen. So I normally go all the way over to make it as thick as possible, and then the blur goes all the way away. So it just makes a clean like background to the font. So another option is you can click on tilt, and that's just pretty much just moving around as much as you want, but I normally like to have it just straight. So you have to go all the way to 0 to make it straight. And then move is really good to do because there's a little like A right there, and that makes it so it's center. So that's like the main kind of simple part of like making your font. It could be a little bit better, but just for example purposes, that's what it's gonna be. And then there's curve, like on the other side, you just scroll over. And I like this sometimes if you want it to have a little curve to it. Sometimes like if go all the way like that. I don't know why saying the text like that is making me like doubt myself that I'm spelling it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right. So another thing you could do is you could add an item. So there's a few little options of hearts and squares and stuff like that. But when you're done, all you do is click like the send button in a sense, and you just save as PNG. And there you go, your thumbnail is done. So that was more of like a simple way to make a thumbnail, but my most favorite app that we're gonna go look into a little bit later is called PicsArt. But I do want to mention a few of my like favorite editing tools for pictures or even thumbnails. Is Afterlight, which since my phone is new, it's not re-downloaded. We have Afterlight and Lightroom. I'd recommend looking into that. I haven't really used it that much. I normally use Afterlight. And then Vaunt is pretty much the same as Fonto. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's video. So if you want some type of video that is that size, more like a rectangle kind of, then you could definitely use that. And then Retouch is a cool tool if you need to, like let's say you take a picture and there's like this really like ugly sign behind you. All you have to do is use this app. So here's a picture of me and I met this horse when I was on a bike ride. So let's say you wanted to erase something. I don't really know what you could erase in this, but there's object removal option. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's not a good thing. You just color something out that you want out. So it'll look weird, but let's just say we want this tree out. Then you click go, and then the tree is gone. So it's a cool like little thing if you want to delete something behind you that's not really good for the picture or something like that. There's also lasso, which is like a specific one. So let's say you want to do that, and then it's gone. So yeah, that's a really cool tool for editing photos. And of course I have YouTube Tracker, which I recommend if you don't have that already, because it is a great app to like see where you are in your YouTube journey. So my most favorite thing is going to the grow portion, and it's such a great tool if you want to have an idea of what other YouTubers tags they're using, which is like the bottom part below the description where you'd add tags, or if someone searches something, hopefully your video will come up. So this is a really great way. The only way is if it's the free version, you can only do it once a day. So let's say video tag, it's really nice. You just go to video tag extractor, you put the link down below. So let's say Sydney Serena, I want to see like what tag she used for this specific video. You put her link in, and it shows literally all the tags she typed in whenever she did that video. So it's a little bit helpful if you need an idea of what tags to put in your video. Okay, so my most favorite part is PicsArt. Hannah Ellis, I hope that's how you say her last name. I really don't know. I'm really bad at like spelling and grammar. But she told me about this app on one of her videos. I think it was how she edits. But PicsArt is literally amazing. Like it's way more, there's way more options on here compared to Fonto. So there's a lot of options. Definitely play around with this app because there's so many things that I can go into detail with, but that would be super long. But if you get any of these apps I'm recommending, this would be the one for your thumbnail. So you just click plus, let's say you just pick a photo. So I just picked this random photo. It's kind of weird, but it's for my Star Wars trailer reaction video. So this app is literally so amazing. So as you see, there's so many options in this like menu area for doing this. But one of my favorite things is the text option because you could just make it look 10 times better. So let's just say Star Wars trailer. Then you click the check button. So you can move it around. You can make it as large as you want or as small as you want. You could also just, you know, make it smaller by pinching the text. So let's say I just want it on the bottom. So as you can see, it's in the really like thick lettering text, but you could just scroll and you could pick pretty much any one you want. The only thing you can't pick unless you pay money is the crown. It has like the crown on it, but I don't see any reason why you need to pay money because I think you'd be fine without it. Except, you know, this text is pretty cool, but sadly it's, you have to pay money for it. So let's just say I want to use, I'll just use this one. So let's say you pick your font, the color, and there's so many options for the color. You could even create your own color right here in this color wheel. I don't know why I'm just so into pink right now, but let's just do like a pink color. And you can move it to how light or dark you want it to be. So let's say I want it really dark. I know that color is really weird, but let's just go with it. So we have the gradient, that's kind of cool. or the texture. The texture is really cool. You can literally add these textures to your text. This is totally not going to go with the video, but and we're going to say no for the texture. Let's just say you want to do gradient. My most favorite part though is the stroke. The stroke is kind of the thickness. It's kind of like the background to the text. So you can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. So I'm just gonna go in the middle, and then there's blend. There's all the different types of things like multiply, color burn, darken, but those don't really go with anything, so we're not gonna do that. So after you do the stroke, and then shadow. Shadow is pretty cool because you could add a little bit of oomph to your font. I'm just gonna go all the way up, and then there's spacing, but I don't really see why I would change anything. So let's just keep it as it is. So let's say that's the text. You could either apply it or you can keep on going. So let's just apply that text and it'll just be right there. You can't change it at all after that. So after you click apply, then all the options come back. So after the text, again, there's brushes, there's borders, there's all these different things that you could add to it. So I definitely recommend like exploring this app. But my second favorite thing is the stickers. Now look at all these amazing stickers. Again, the crown part means that you have to like pay the monthly fee. But there's a lot of good stickers you can get that are free. Let's just search Star Wars. Like look at all these free Star Wars stickers that you could add. Wow, this is crazy. Like look at that like Leia picture, the Millennium Falcon. Let's do the Millennium Falcon. This is free, guys. Like how crazy. So let's just add the Millennium Falcon. And look at that. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. I'll just put it like in the corner maybe. And you could add as many as you want. You can even have like this cool Star Wars thing on there. Wow. So it's not my best work, but that just gives you an idea of so many cool options. And we could search a few more since it's December. Since it's December, we can search Christmas, see what comes up if you're doing a Christmas video and you want some cool stickers. Look at all these stickers for Christmas. And you can be specific, like Christmas aesthetic. Look at all those that come up. There's a little SpongeBob, like what? Look at the slippers, the sweater, the socks. Those are all free. So I love this app. I definitely recommend getting it. It is free unless you pay for, I think it's like $6.99 a month for the other things that are locked. So yeah, that is pretty much all the apps that I'm currently using. There's a lot of other things that I've learned a bit of other different types of websites or whatever to like help you with creating your YouTube or your description box, everything in between from music, copyright free music, and all that type of stuff. So if you guys want me to do a video on that, I could totally do that. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and hopefully I really hope that these apps have helped you. I definitely recommend all of them. They were so helpful, especially PicsArt. I think it's like one of the coolest apps to create thumbnails. Like it's crazy all those options you have and all the stickers, like that's insane. So definitely give a like down below and subscribe if you want to join the family. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!